We're now in Decatur, Illinois, in the vicinity, and we're here with Jeff Brown. Jeff Brown's a local farmer, and Jeff, thank you for spending some time with us today. You own the state record in Illinois for the highest yield on corn at 350 in 2014. And we just finished doing an interview with Fred Below. He's the professor of crop physiology at the University of Illinois, and he was teaching me a few things about doing a lot more management. Farmers can actually improve yields if they just manage the crop a little bit better at different stages. And it looks like you got a Hagie here behind us. What are we doing here today?
So today this last few days we've been wide dropping with a yield 360 component on the Hagie, so we can go into late season corn and add more nitrogen or foliar feed or put on other products to help finish the crop off.
All right, so you're doing this just before pollination?
Right before pollination, we're putting in some more nitrogen so that the crop will have enough to finish. We always put enough base on to get to tassel, right, and then we add or subtract a certain amount based on what we think our yield expectations are.
And do you think it's worth it to spending the money to do it?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money, but I just feel like the more we put into it, the better decisions. The later we can put off that decision on how much nitrogen to have, it pays off.
Now you're also hoping that perhaps once you've put the wide drops on, that you want to probably have a rain event, right?
Yeah, we need to have a rain, and we put a couple thousand acres on the last few days, and then we were able to capture a rain just south of here where we had already applied. So that was a really good thing. That was a ease off my mind to see that rain come through last night. But we're betting on getting a shower sometime, otherwise we're wasting our time and money.
The forecast looks a little dry, folks. Next 2 weeks it's spotty. There's going to be a lot of haves and have-nots. So the next 2-3 weeks is critical for this crop. It's great, looks green. Fred Below said that we're on the verge of a record crop, probably even better than 2014, but it still has to get through pollination, still has to finish strong, right? So it's still a big growing season ahead. I had just a couple more questions. Are you seeing any rolling corn around this area?
Yeah, we've been seeing rolling corn for several weeks. When you're out in the field and you travel across different soil types or different depths of soil types, you can see the corn's rolled differently. I think last few days, seeing a lot of acres going over the top of it, we could pretty well draw a yield map where the areas are going to be the weakest and where they're going to be the best.
Okay. And the biggest question, we got a big report coming out on Thursday, the June acreage report from USDA. Big question is, did farmers actually switch a lot of corn acres to bean because of the $2 plus rally soaring soybean prices? Has that happened in Illinois?
Probably not so much here. We were pretty timely with our planting, so we had all of our corn planted before the rally really started. And but for guys that didn't, I could see why they would switch back to beans. But we usually have some nitrogen already put on pre-plant, so yeah, we're pretty well committed by that time.
Yeah, most guys usually are committed by the fall with pre-booking and all that fun stuff. Typically it's the last 10-20%, late planting, that may have that impact of switching over to beans, but we'll see what happens on Thursday. Thanks for your time, Jeff.
You bet. Thank you.